Hey guys, I'm back with my 1 month 1 palette for the month of October. I used my Master Palette by Mario by Anastasia. Hands down, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So if you're wondering really fast if you need it, yes. Do you want to put it on your VIB wish list? Yes. Okay, so let's get started. There's like so much I have to say about this palette. Okay, first off, it does come with a brush, which I have seen some reviewers say it is far superior to her other brushes. I don't have any of them, I don't think. I've had Anastasia palettes in the past, but I think this is the only one I have right now. It has this like domed crease color brush and then this eyeshadow lid brush. And I did use this a few times, and I have to say it is really good quality. I did leave it in the case, but I'm going to take it out because it does kind of make a bit of a mess. If she would take out the brush and knock off the price a few dollars, I would be happy. I don't know how much they would knock it off, but even if it was like $2 to $5, I mean, I just don't really need this brush. And I think if you're buying this palette, then you probably already have a lot of makeup brushes because you're probably a big makeup lover. That's just my opinion. Okay. First off, I will go ahead and mention I do not think it is a standalone palette for me. Some people may find it a standalone palette, but to me it wasn't. And a lot of times that's kind of a deal breaker. But I think when it's like, say if it's like a chocolate bar palette and it's not a standalone palette, that bothers me. I mean, this is, but I'm saying if it wasn't, because that's a big palette. You have a lot of stuff in it, so you should be able to take something like that and be good to go. This, I mean, it's still a big palette, but it doesn't bother me. And it could be because the colors in it are so fabulous that it doesn't, that may be why it doesn't bother me. So I was using my Viseart Natural Neutral Matte palette, specifically the top row. I like to use, this is kind of like my crease color, like a blending out crease, and then these are just perfect, like blending around the edges if you wanted to. And I was using this as my brow bone. Once again, this is my skin tone. If you have darker skin than me, then you may would like a brow bone color, but these may be really good like blending out colors. And then that may be like your crease color. It's all about your preferences, and that's me. These three, I think these are, yeah, the three matte shades. To me, they're more of a crease color. I like to have a darker color in the crease, and I like to have a little bit lighter as like a blending out shade. So they did not work as that. And then there is no matte brow bone color to me. But like I said, it didn't break it for me because the colors are so fabulous. So I only recorded one eye look, and then I'll talk about this one. So let me go ahead and insert the eye look I did record now. Okay, my first look, I decided to use Isabel through the crease. I went in with Kim on the lid, and then I decided to try this Hollywood to kind of like go between Isabel and Kim to just soften it or lighten it up a little bit. And then I just used a matte brow bone color that I already had. So that's the first look. Okay, and then today I'm not going to zoom in and get up all in your face, but I am wearing, I realized I had not worn NYC yet. So I put Mousse all on the inner half of my lid, probably about 3/4 out, and then I went ahead and used NYC just in the outer corner to kind of darken it a little and really test the shadow for you. Then I'm using this first row for blending and brow bone. And that was all I wore today. Every color in this palette I have worn except for Claudia. I mentioned before in the initial video that it's not a me color, and I mean, one day I may pull it out, but it's not a color like I would ever like on me or use. So it's really hard for me to judge that. Okay, Hollywood. I used Hollywood a few days. You did see it in that clip, how I used it kind of over Isabel in the crease to just lighten it up to test out. And it is shimmery. It's like a satin, kind of a sheen. But I actually kind of liked it in that. It's like just adding like a little bit of extra oomph or something. NYC, I did try it out for the first time today in the outer crease, outer lid. It's not my favorite color. It's like a chocolatey, I just have a lot of colors like that. I mean, it is pretty, but it's not like, ooh, you know, Kim. Kim is probably the standout of the palette. Obviously named after his muse, so to speak, Kim K. It is so pretty. It is like a bronzy, goldy, rose gold, just fabulous color. Muse I do like a lot. It's that kind of burgundy red shade that you can wear, but to me I don't think it's too red for every day or daytime that you're going to be like, whoa, she's wearing red eyeshadow. Marina is so beautiful. It was, I don't want to say like it was a sleeper hit, but kind of. I guess because when you look at it, there's just so many pretty colors, it's hard for anything to stand out. It's like a rose gold shimmer. One day I wore this about 3/4 in the lid, and then I wore Bronx, that green shade, on the outer corner, and it was a really pretty eye look. I'll talk about Bronx in a second. Claudia, I never wore. I'll swatch it for you. It's like a blue-gray. I mean, it's just not my kind of shade, but that is irrelevant. Paris, it's kind of like a bronzy taupe shimmery shade. I wore this, I think, one day all over the lid, and then one day I wore Marina on the inner half, and then Paris on the outside to kind of darken it up a little bit. It was really pretty, really pretty. Bronx, it is a beautiful green. If you're into greens, it's kind of like a golden olivey green. I don't know how well that's going to show up. I don't love the look of green on my eyes, so it wasn't my favorite eye look because I just don't like green on my skin tone, but it was pretty. Fifth Avenue, I actually did not like this shade on me. It's a gold. I like golds, but somehow I just didn't like how it went with my skin tone. However, I think it would be a bit better if you were to do like that, what's that eye look? The halo, where you do like darker, and a lighter color in the middle. I think if I was to have tried that in the middle to kind of be like that ooh pop of, you know, brightness, glistening, or even just tap this on the middle of my eyelid with a darker look one day, I never got around to doing that. That may be okay, but all over the lid, I did not like the shade Fifth Avenue on me. It's just the color. I mean, overall, Fifth Avenue, Bronx, and Claudia are the only ones that just didn't really call to me. Violetta, it's a really pretty, darker, matte, warmish brown crease shade. I think it's beautiful. There's nothing more that needs to be said about it. Isabel, Lula or Isabel is his mom. I don't remember. Maybe, I don't know. I think so. Isabel, it's that brown matte color. It is so pretty. I wore this as a crease shade a lot. Lula is a little more on the cool tone, and I did wear this a lot, and then some days I would actually kind of mix them, which seems kind of weird because one's a little cooler, one's a little more warm, and it was a really pretty kind of crease shade blending out color. So that's just a little rundown of all the shadows. Overall, they are so pigmented. I mean, they're almost like cream. They are so, I mean, just look. Like I'm not even rubbing. I'm just touching my finger. I mean, they are so pigmented. And with that pigmentation comes with a lot of powder, and it could be a lot of fallout. So if you're somebody that you're like, ooh, no, then that is not the palette for you because there's so much pigmentation. But all that you really need to do is either knock it off. Some people are weirded out. You could, you know, blow on the brush and blow the excess powder out. Whatever you want to do. Do not go straight in the palette straight onto your eye because you will have so much excess shadow on your lid. You'll have some falling out. I forgot to do that with one of them today and did get some on my cheek. One of my cheeks. I don't remember. Anyways, it's just beautiful. It is just beautiful. Jackie, one of my subscriber friends on here, she got it and she thought it was overall a little dark of a palette, and I didn't think it until she mentioned it, but it is definitely, like, as far as lid shades, I mean, Hollywood, it's going to be your lightest, and then Fifth Avenue and Marina, and that, some people like a really light lid shade. That's not even super light, and that's going to be one of your lightest lid shades. Me personally, I think I look a little bit better when I have a darker lid shade, and I know I get more compliments from you all. You don't have to do necessarily a smoky eye, but you could really do a great smoky eye. It would be good for the holidays. It is very like jewel toned, and it looks kind of colorful, but it has a lot of neutrals too. I'm a neutral lover, you know that, and I absolutely love this. So my foot is falling asleep if you keep wondering why I'm moving around. So I have to say, if you're like on the fence, I don't think you can go wrong purchasing this, because I'm pretty sure it's limited edition. I don't know if it's like available everywhere. I think it's sold out on Sephora right now, but you know, Sephora, Ulta, and the Anastasia website are carrying it. I purchased it the day it came out from Anastasia. So that is my October 1 month 1 palette. And then as far as November, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it. It's, I think I've pretty much used all of my big palettes. I have like this one that I haven't done a 1 month one on, but I don't know if I want to, because it's just a bunch of neutrals, where obviously all my palettes are, but it's going to be kind of like a shimmery lid with a crease. I don't know. It's kind of like the Vizart. Like, I don't think I want to do a 1 month 1 palette on this. If that's something y'all would really like me to do, then I could do something like that and throw in maybe like a duo or a single, a trio. I don't know. I'm undecided. Then part of me is like, I could do my MAC palette and just talk about a bunch of MAC eyeshadows. I don't know. I'm undecided, because like I said, I have done all of my, like, you know, these kind of palettes, and I just don't know. I don't know. I'm very undecided. So if you have any thought, tell me down below. Today is the 27th. I'm going to keep using my master palette for the rest of the month. I love it so much. I just wanted to go ahead and film when I had some time. So I don't know. Give me some feedback. I love this series, but I just don't know. I'm hoping to get the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, maybe for Christmas, maybe for the VIB. So when I get that, I definitely would do a 1 month 1 palette on that. Then if there's anything else, there's nothing really else on my radar right now. I don't know. I mean, there's makeup, but no palettes really. You know, it's just, you can only have so many palettes till you have all the shades. It's just, I don't know. So anyways, that is all. If you got this palette, let me know what your favorite combos have been, if you've been loving it. If you haven't gotten it, what are you waiting on if you're that kind of, you know, eyeshadow lover? So that is all. I will let you guys go and talk to you later. Bye.